The show feels theatrical at its core. I mean, we have the cameras and they do give us a slightly new access and maybe some abilities that we didn't have before, but I think it's really important that it's born of a piece of theatre, it's born of this empty stage and these actors and this text. That feels like the absolute heart of what we do and what we're good at, and so it's about finding a way of having that experience that we're all missing so much of sitting in the theatre come to life and using the cameras to do that.
It's been nearly a year now since there was a live performance in this venue, so I think by us making this show at the moment and audiences watching it, we're all helping resuscitate, revive, rescue, keep theatre living.
It literally feels like you're writing with your left hand. It feels like you don't know what the audience is, but we literally just had to go back to the drawing board and just tell the story. So it's been a lot more intimate this time around.
We've had to work extremely quickly here at Curve on a new configuration, on creating something that is sort of part show, part concert, part theatre. It's a really complicated hybrid. Be able to revisit the show again and think about what was in the original DNA of our production and making sure that that stays really, really firm in everything that we do in order to create something that feels new but also like has all of the heart that we originally developed.
So we discussed leaning into these topics like mental health, because a lot of people have obviously suffered that in the last year, and just to make it more accessible, more personal. Whereas, you know, these themes are already in the show, but we thought, you know, do it justice and lean into it a little bit more and highlight certain moments.
The show is so good and the message and the characters are so full that it's an opportunity to revisit them without any kind of interference from anything except the other person.
It's so important for so many reasons. It was a story that I was so familiar with. It's a story that my mum loved, so that's really important to me. But you know, it was my first professional job, like out of drama school. So there's just so many, you know, important things attached to this.
It's kind of like being shot out of a cannon. You've got to do all your homework, and then when you come to Curve, be ready to kind of like just take it for what it is, because it's a no holds barred just experience that you have no idea what's going to happen really. It's like just a completely different experience, but also trying to return to what you do know, so that when they tell you, oh look here, or we want to kind of catch an angle there, that you kind of still know what your character is feeling and trying to portray.
It's important for everybody, I guess, in their own way. We all have a different reason why we come to the theatre, whether that's a particular show we're excited by, or to feel part of a community, or to share in a sort of experience.
Look how far we've come, look what's happened since we've last been here, but we're here and we're grateful to be putting on this show. It's such a special piece of writing for audiences that appreciate theatre as much as we love making theatre.
We're rolling, so whenever you're ready. 1, 2, 3.
Take a deep breath.